Welcome everyone back to another episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Sodacast, and we're here today at episode 26. You heard that right. So I decided for episode 26, we're going to go ahead and bring on someone that can go ahead and potentially beat my ass. Gianni, go ahead and say hello.
What up? What up? I don't know, but potentially this is probably a for sure thing, man.
For a for sure thing, you believe that
Yeah.
wholeheartedly you could beat my
Oh,
ass?
unless if anyone breathes oxygen, it's fair game. But yeah,
Fair enough. Well, Gianni, we're going to get into that shortly, but before we do, we have a game here. Now,
all right.
just in case you're not familiar, or in case maybe the listener, it's their first time tuning in, how this game works is you and I both put $13 on the line. So, I have to guess your soda, and if I guess it right, I get $13. If you guess my soda and you guess it right, you get $13. Are you prepared to play this game?
I ain't prepared.
Would you
It
like
tells
to
me you
guess?
have a trick up the sleeve or something.
Who knows, my friend? Who knows? Would you like to guess my soda? You can ask questions, obviously, without actually asking what my soda is, or do you want me to guess your soda first?
I'll try to take a crack at yours.
All right, perfect. Feel free to ask me any questions. Let us know what you're thinking.
Mm. Is it fruit flavored?
It does technically have a fruit flavor.
Technically. Is it caffeinated?
It is caffeinated. It is a soda. You do need to guess the exact brand and flavor.
Oh damn.
I'll give you a hint. This is not your run-of-the-mill soda. It reminded me of you, but it's not your run-of-the-mill soda.
What? Damn. You kind of stumped me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, hold on. Last question.
Go for
Is
it.
it 0 calorie or is it full on calorie?
Ooh, I actually don't know. Let's see. It does have calories. It does indeed have calories.
All right, I'm gonna throw a fluff ball. Let's see. I'm gonna go with the starry drink.
Is that your
Like a-
final guess, my friend?
That's my final one.
Well, Gianni, you are unfortunately incorrect, my friend. The soda that I decided to bring on for today would be a cheer wine.
You said a what?
A cheer wine.
Cheer one. There's no way in hell
It
I'm gonna get that.
It is. So thing is, you could buy it at Publix. It's kind of like it's a soft drink. It was created in 1917, and it just gives me the vibe of like a manly old-fashioned drink. And obviously, we're gonna talk about it in a little bit, but like the fact that you beat a lot of people's asses kind of reminds me of like an old school manly man type of thing.
I do like old fashions. I do drink a lot of those.
Like the alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, they're actually really good.
Yeah.
What is your
No,
alcohol
that's
of choice
that's
before
cool.
we get to your soda?
My alcohol of choice?
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Whiskey. I figured. I should have figured, man. You definitely
Yeah.
got. It looks like you got some fucking hair on your chest. Do you actually?
On my chest a little bit. Nothing crazy.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you didn't guess my soda correctly, but it is my time to guess your soda. So, Gianni, I'm going to ask. First off, you don't drink a whole lot of soda, do you?
Technically no.
Technically, no. Okay. So technically, no would imply that there are sometimes loopholes to this. Do you drink soda when you kind of go out and about, or?
Yeah.
But do you have any soda at your house ever?
Yes, I do.
Ooh. Okay. And do you still live with? Okay. So I'm obviously not going to disclose exactly where you live, but you still live in Florida, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that you went to Publix to buy this soda. And I'm going to assume that you said, fuck it. I'm going to get a 2-liter bottle of this soda. I feel like I'm getting somewhere here. I'm just making up this biggest bullshit story in my head. I'm going to say that you brought on... I'm going to say it's a Coke product, but hold on before you say yes or no, because I have to guess the exact flavor. I'm going to say you brought on... I don't know why. You definitely give me Sprite, or I want to say Cherry Coke. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm just going to say ordinary Coca-Cola.
Ordinary Coca-Cola. That's your final guess.
That is my final guess.
All right, sir. Well, I'm going to go ahead and present. Unfortunately, you are incorrect. You had a 0-cal 7-Up because, no liquid calories around here.
God damn! Why a 0-calorie 7-Up?
Well, 0 calorie obviously because no liquid calories.
Mm-hmm.
And the 7-Up, I was just feeling 7-Up that time well, you were right that I did go to Publix. I did go to Publix to get it, and I was just feeling the 7-Up this time when I went. Usually I go with like a Sun-Kissed 0-calorie Sun-Kissed or something,
Mm-hmm.
or like a cherry Dr. Pepsi. Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepsi. There we go. I was gonna say a Dr. Pepsi. That's an interesting one.
And look, and now that you brought that up, I still also have my coffee too because I kind of just woke up like not too long ago. So
oh shit, my bad, my bad.
So I hadn't filled my full cup.
Can you do us a favor? Can you mix the two together? Can we?
I will not be doing that. No, I can't. Unless you see a live stomach implosion.
I mean, I kind of want to see it, man. I do really want to see that happen.
That's not gonna happen for me.
Well, Gianni, we do actually really do appreciate you coming onto the podcast. A big reason why I've always wanted to bring you on, I want to wait kind of until I have more of a formulaic way to bring you on. But you and I have something in common, similar in a sense. Obviously, I hinted at the beginning of the episode, but you and I actually both do combat sports. Well, I don't do it anymore because of injuries, but I know that you do combat sports still, right?
So not still like as in terms of I don't go to like a actual gym anymore, but I still keep the tools sharp, hitting the pads, hitting the bag, sparring occasionally, with whatever body's available. Usually it's my brother. But that's about it. Yeah, because I couldn't afford going to a gym anymore. Like it just got too pricey.
Yeah, they're fucking expensive. I know the gyms that I used to go to. So the thing is, I know for everyone that isn't aware of Gianni, you used to do mixed martial arts, right?
Yeah.
I used to actually strictly do boxing. So we're both in the combat sports, but on drastically different sides. You kick the shit out of me, I'm dead.
Or grapple, going to the ground, anything like that.
You decide to choke me. The moment you grab me, I'm done. That's what happens. But now a question arises. I always like to go ahead and ask people, especially when I actually used to go to the gym. One of the first questions I'd ask anyone was, what got you into combat sports?
That is a good question. I think it's a combination of, well, one, when I used to watch it, back in 6th grade, I was like, yo, that looks really cool. I'm gonna try it out one day. And the other reason was just overall learn self-defense and how to handle myself in situations. I did get into a lot of school fights, so that probably was another thing.
But would you say it all stemmed back when you were in middle school when you started watching it?
Yeah. I would say 6th grade.
Where'd you start? Did you start by watching movies, or was it actual because the UFC, you and I are the same age. We're both 24. You're still 24, right?
No, I'm 25.
You're 25 now. My bad. Let me not put disrespect on your name.
And
again, no discounts.
One thing though, we go a little off topic.
Go for it.
This is episode 26, and I think it's pretty symbolic because I'm about to be 26 in the next month.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
I could make it extremely cringe if you want. I can sing you the full happy birthday song if you'd like.
I'd rather not.
Well, everyone in the
Back to the topic.
comments, back to the topic. Everyone in the comments put happy birthday, Gianni. But Gianni, yes, tell us how you got into combat sports. Did you watch movies like Bruce Lee, or were you more of like actually watching UFC events, even though those weren't really a thing back then?
No, they're around. They're around definitely. They just weren't like super as prevalent as they are now. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is when like John Jones was coming up. Vitor Belfort was still like kind of in his prime, like all that.
Was this in Bellator though, or was this still
No,
like
this
actually
was
the
this
UFC?
was this was UFC. Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
damn.
And John Jones, yeah, like he was probably the one who like kind of got me into it. I saw him fight, and it was like so cool how he fought, and his techniques were good.
Would you say that you style yourself a lot after John Jones?
No, not a slice bit. Um, he's definitely a lot more technical than I am. I have a more of a swing and bang type of thing going on to put myself in the fire. In my later I'm saying this like I'm retired, but like I'm not training formally anymore. But in my later like times of training, I was getting more technical and starting to put things together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still definitely have that like swing and bang type of thing, like walking down more like I don't know, like almost Dustin Poirier type.
So you wouldn't say you're like super technical. You're more of just like get in there, brawl, knock the dude out, like hurt him.
Yeah, yeah, Korean damage.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, now that arises the question: have you ever knocked anyone out?
And in sparring one time, I knocked out like one of my teammates with I was literally just trying like this spinning back fist. I was trying to
Hmm.
technique, and I just happened to caught like he thought I was going like down low, and I caught him like right on the chin, and I he wasn't like knocked out, but he got knocked down and like was down for like a couple seconds.
Yeah, he was like stumbled. His eyes probably rolled to the back of his
Yeah, yeah,
head. Did he hit his
yeah.
head on the mat?
No, he kind of like fell like how you're supposed to fall like when we're training.
Okay. Okay. Now, would you say that actually makes me raise a question for you? So, obviously, when it comes to boxing, it's just obviously just straight up upper body. You're just throwing punches. But when it comes to mixed martial arts, you're throwing everything. You're throwing the full kitchen sink punches,
Hmm.
elbows, knees, kicks. You're grabbing the shit out of them. What is your go to?
My go-to was always my leg kicks. I had I was probably known for one of the like nastiest leg kicks in the gym. Not even tooting my own horn, like just everyone that sparred with me or trained with me, like they always had something to say about my leg kicks. It was timing, how I
Mm.
timed it well, and then just the power. Like I was just able to put like power into it.
I've heard you in the gym because obviously we did a photo shoot together if you recall years
Way
ago.
back in the day, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
If you
remember
want,
that.
I don't know if you still have any of those photos. If you want, we could actually redo it. I've got a lot better since then, so I kind of feel bad. I'll do it free of charge too. Free of charge, man.
No, no,
Um,
it still came out good, man.
they came out good, but I feel like they could definitely come out better. And like I said, free of charge this time. But I remember being in that gym, and I remember just hearing gunshots go off with your fucking kicks.
Yeah, and that was still early, like in my training. So like I had definitely gotten a lot better.
Mhm.
I learned how to like time them better. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun time. But yeah,
So let's talk about the evolution of you from kind of like that sixth grade boy. When did you decide? All right, cool. I want to actually get into combat sports.
when I turned 18, because my mom wouldn't let me until I turned 18.
Really?
Yeah, so I think I was still in high school. I was still in high school when like I was probably like after that new year
Yeah.
of senior year. That's when I joined. Like so probably like February of our senior year.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's when I joined. Sometimes I would actually I got like a pretty bad case of senioritis, so I'll go train first at the gym and then come to school and then come like second, third period.
Oh, that explains all like the bruises and the cuts on you.
Yeah, yeah,
No, honestly, you came out looking fresh every single time. Like you looked like you had a little bit of sweat on you, but you looked like you were doing a-okay.
yeah, yeah. I tried. But yeah, that's when I started about 18, and I went on all the way till like just the last couple of years.
Ha-
Maybe like 2 years ago, like I really stopped.
have
Kind
you
of.
stayed at the same gym the whole entire time, or did you hop between gyms?
Yeah, I was at this. I was at the same one.
Okay. Okay. So you kind of have like a really personal and close connection with that coach?
Yeah, yeah. The jiu-jitsu coach, like I really loved him too. The Muay Thai coach, the slash MMA coach, he was always good to me.
Oh, there are two different coaches?
Yeah, yeah. One for jiu-jitsu, strictly jiu-jitsu, and he was also like he ran the gym, like he owned the gym.
Yeah.
And then there was a Muay Thai and MMA coach. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Got it. So where did you start exactly? Where did you start kind of like doing like more of the jujitsu, more of the Muay Thai? Where was your beginning in the actual combats or the combat sports?
In the Muay Thai. I probably didn't do the jiu-jitsu stuff like really till like a year after I joined. Like I started to get serious in jiu-jitsu.
Do you wanna do you wanna explain some of the Muay Thai training, because I know that's some of the hardest fucking combat training on the planet.
Yeah, yeah. It was definitely grueling. We 100 kicks on each side of the bag. Some days, uh, five, six, 10 rounds, something like that, going back to back to back. Um, a lot of core work. You know, standing up, getting like with our arms up, and then like getting kicked in the stomach.
Oh,
Not like super hard, but like like enough to condition us
yeah, that
properly.
still sounds grueling, man.
Yeah. A lot of shin conditioning too for like just working kicks on the bag.
God damn. Did you ever have kind of like a Conor McGregor snap to your shin?
No, thank God. I actually had like I never had any real bad injuries that
God
like
damn,
set
man.
me off. Like thank you God. I never had to like take a year off or something like that, or like extended amount like 6 7 months off.
Have you had any major injuries?
There was one in high school when I was wrestling in high school. Um, in junior year, I injured my wrist, but I continued my dumb young self, continued to wrestle until the season was over, knowing my wrist was still like kind of messed up.
Mm-hmm.
So by the end of the season, like my wrist was like pretty like jacked up. I couldn't really like rotate it enough, so I had to go to the what was the wrist surgeon called, like orthopedic or something.
I just call him a fucking doctor.
Yeah, something like that. I had to get surgery, and that was it. I was like in a cast for like 4 months.
God damn. Fucking hell, man. So wait, you were on the wrestling team, right?
Yeah,
Do you remember the two little ones, the twins?
yeah, yeah.
If you actually remember, one of the twins actually wrestled with a full on cast on, and they went to was it nationals?
I think I
But
remember that. Yeah,
and he actually won. He won.
yeah.
I think they ranked number 2 or number 3 in the whole entire
And I
state.
thought that was so crazy that he was able to do that. But them boys been wrestling like their whole life though.
Yeah, that's fucking wild, man. Why? Okay, why is it that there is no actual professional league for wrestling? Like there is for boxing, there is for mixed martial arts, but how come nothing for actual wrestling? Because it's very popular in high school across the whole
Yeah,
entire country.
yeah. I see what you're saying. I don't know. I guess that the closest thing would be like Olympic level like wrestling, but that's they don't have like an actual organization. I guess though, right?
Yeah, I mean outside the WWE, but
Yeah, but
that's
that's not like real like wrestling.
yeah. I mean, be careful who you say that to.
I might cause a little controversy there, but you know what I mean. It's not like collegiate style wrestling where you're doing all those
Yeah,
um pins and all that.
yeah. But you wouldn't say that you suffered like a broken finger, a broken rib, no damaged jaw, no nothing.
No, no, never.
Interesting. Because I mean,
I
man,
uh,
I know.
I
But
also never was knocked out either in like the 6 years that I was training in the gym or when I competed. So
have you ever been knocked
that's
down though?
I've been knocked down. I've been knocked down like a flash knockdown.
Yeah.
Like it feels weird. Like it's imagine like a light switch. You just
Yeah.
flicker, and like you lose like the feel in your legs
Now, what's
and kind of go
weird
down.
is some people I ask, they say that they feel the punch and their legs cave in on them, and some people say they don't feel the punch at all. What happened for you? Do you recall?
I remember just it probably happened like twice. Twice I've been no, 2 or 3 times, and I've been like knocked down. It
Hmm.
literally just feels like you get hit, and then like you just like you lose feeling in your legs, and you just like shut down for a second, and but you like pop back up.
Yeah.
So like that's why I say like the closest thing I can relate it to is like the light switches flicker.
But have you ever been close to getting knocked out?
Nah, I don't think so.
Have you ever taken a liver shot?
Yes, I have.
Those are a pain in the
Um,
ass. Those
yeah.
fucking suck.
It was probably I think it was the first week I joined the gym,
Mhm.
and for some reason I was thrown right into sparring against like the highest level guy, and he just kicked me right in the liver, and I just folded.
Oh, God, man. I've been punched
There's
in the
there's
liver.
like there's nothing you could do about it. You just fold.
Your body takes a second to process it, and then when it does,
Yeah, and then you
you can't get up.
just shut down.
You
Then
can't get the
I started learning how to implement that into my own striking too. Like so I was hurting people with like, punches to the liver, kicks to the liver, just try to find that sweet spot.
Now, wait, you fight southpaw, right? You're a southpaw fighter.
Yeah, but I can switch to orthodox if I need to like box or for some reason I feel like my right low kick was better than my left. So
Hmm.
I would occasionally switch to orthodox as well.
Do you do more of like scissor kicks when you kick, or like what's your go-to kick there? Is it called
More
a
like
scissor kick, where you like
uh,
kick directly head on? You know what I'm talking
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't I'll go for those like if I see like a good opening,
about?
but for the most part I just kept them traditional like Muay Thai slicing kicks.
Oh fuck, man. I'm just still thinking about the Muay Thai training because I
Yeah.
remember I've seen like videos of them like taking like these hard wooden rollers and them just fucking dragging it across your shins. Is that what they did to you?
Yeah, no, not over there. Probably like that's like in like actual like Thailand. They do that shit for real.
Have you ever wanted to go to Thailand and train Muay Thai?
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to. I've always wanted to like maybe like stay there like 2 months. Just go to a Muay Thai gym over there and like just train with them.
See, so people have such a weird misconception when it comes to combat sports because obviously you talked about a little bit ago with your mom, right? Your mom didn't want you to do any kind of combat sports. She didn't want you to get punched, right? Or kicked.
Nah, nah.
But it's just like it's such a weird misconception because everyone that I talk to that does combat sports, I feel like it humbles them. 100%, it humbles us. But compared to like something like football, right? I feel like that's a lot more dangerous of a sport because yeah, you could say we're getting kicked, you're getting punched, you're getting choked out, but like in football, you're just having 200 plus pound men just run straight at each other with
Yeah,
these
at like a
giant
hundred
metal
miles per
heads.
hour, just
Yeah.
bang, bang, bang. No, yeah. There's probably some truth to that.
And I mean,
There, there's
go ahead.
not as many. I don't think there's as many like deaths in like MMA.
Mhm.
Well, granted, it's still like a new sport,
Yeah.
but like still like not as much as like boxing or even like football. There's like more deaths in football than that. I'm pretty sure.
Now, I think that comes down to honestly just money. I think the reason why there's a lot more death in boxing and in actual football is I think it comes down to money. Because when it comes to the UFC, Dana White is very much a businessman. He owns the whole entire UFC. It's kind of like his umbrella. I heard the UFC is kind of in a bad spot right now. Dana's just kind of fumbling everywhere, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if you have any input on that.
Not that I've seen. No, I'm not too sure about that. His last pay per view did really well.
But I've heard like UFC 300 was like put together last second, like the main event.
I kind of that's what I kind of felt like. Felt like they didn't know who to have, so they kind of just rushed out on the main event. But it's still a good main event.
It's Alex Pereira, right?
Yeah,
Who the hell is he fighting?
Jamal Hill.
Who's Jamal Hill?
Jamal Hill, he was former light heavyweight champion. Like just recently, like last year or something, but he got like injured or something. So
is there any other good? Dustin's on the card too, right? Dustin Poirier.
No, Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway. That's gonna be a good fight. Charles Oliveira, we got Charles Oliveira on that card.
What is your take on the whole entire Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler thing?
Dude, so it's funny you just brought that up because yesterday, like I just watched an interview, like they were doing, him and Jake Gyllenhaal were doing an interview for Roadhouse. It was like a 3-minute interview, but dude,
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, he looks so weird. Like he looks so bad, and like there's definitely something. I'm like concerned. Like I'm concerned at this point.
Yeah.
Because like before, like we're just like we're all just joking around, like, oh yeah, he's coked up or whatever. But now like I'm concerned. He's like doing all this like twitching stuff and like blinking really fast. I'm like, bro, like something's wrong. Like he needs like legitimate help. As far as the Chandler thing, like I don't know if that's gonna happen because we're about to be in April.
Yeah.
So May, June would be that fight. And then he would have to like get off or whatever he's getting off, get in like fight shape. Like he's probably in shape, but no, there's a difference between being in shape and like in fight shape, like mentally and physically. So I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Well, the thing is, I know that he came out and he was talking more about like how it's affecting him mentally. Like he was very subtle about it. Like he didn't directly come out and say, "Yo, like I'm fucked up mentally because of it." But it's like the drastic difference between the fight was announced back in what, December of 2022? If I'm not mistaken.
Like around the first go around.
Yeah,
it was something like that. And then just recently he just did it again. Like he announced it.
But then they had The Ultimate Fighter, where they had, for everyone that isn't aware of how The Ultimate Fighter works, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like teams of 5? Is it teams of 5 that go?
Some shit like that, 5, 6.
Yeah, so like Conor McGregor had a team of 5 or 6 people, whatever. Michael Chandler had a team of 5 to 6 people. They would train their fighters, and then at the each team would have each team member fight each other, and then at the end, the actual coaches would then fight on a UFC pay-per-view card.
That's kind of how it goes, yeah.
And that whole entire UFC event came and gone. Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor never actually fought.
Right. Yep. And that was supposed to be scheduled, like, kind of like really shortly after that. And
that's the thing. That fight, we're now here in 2024, and from what I understand, the fight isn't confirmed unless Dana comes out and says the fight.
Yeah, or like the UFC like posts like like an official.
And nothing's come out.
Poster for nothing from UFC or Dana.
And people keep saying that it's actually the UFC's fault why this is happening. It's not Conor. People are saying Conor's ready. It's actually that the UFC is trying to get Conor to sign for more fights because Conor only has 2 fights left at the time of this recording. Conor only has 2 fights left. One of them is going to be Michael Chandler, and the other one will probably be for a belt against, do you know who?
Whoever's the champ at the time. It would have to be maybe Islam if he's still champ.
Oh, wait, no. I could have sworn that there were rumors. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn that there were rumors that if Conor beats Michael Chandler, which apparently Michael Chandler's style is made for Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor could absolutely annihilate Chandler. But if he wins, then there's a high likelihood that he'd get the Khabib rematch.
I seriously doubt that.
That's what I heard.
I seriously doubt that. I don't see Khabib coming back.
Are you a big Khabib fan?
Nope. Not at all.
Why?
I just I do not like that whole like grabbing you for 25 minutes and just holding you. I know he got like a couple like submission finishes and all that, but you know my style. I like fireworks. I like car crashes. I like to see people like just swinging at each other.
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje, people like that. Dustin Poirier, Jorge Masvidal, stuff like that.
Francis Ngannou,
whoever creates damage.
Yeah.
Makes it a war. Like that's what I like.
But do you believe that it's Conor McGregor that's not wanting the fight or not wanting to fight, or do you actually believe it's the UFC?
It might have to be something with the UFC. They might be like holding him out.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like holding him hostage because of that contract. Also because they realize, hey, he's not like doing too well. Like he's on some looks. He's on something.
Yeah.
So we can't promote this. We can't promote this guy that's not okay for our company. It's a bad look.
Do you still think Conor McGregor is the most profitable fighter, or do you think that there's anyone more profitable out there now?
I still think he can generate the most eyes, the most money. I
Even
don't
more
think
than
there's
John
anyone
Jones?
even more than John Jones. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
If you ask anyone around the world if they know who Conor McGregor is, like 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say yes.
But will they watch a Conor McGregor fight? That's the real question.
That's that's probably yeah, probably would. Even casual people would want to see a Conor McGregor fight.
Okay. So let's make predictions right now. So then if the fight happens in June, you can look back at this podcast and you can say whether you were right or wrong. Come June, because that's when, is it June or July when the fight's supposed to happen? June, right?
It's supposed to be June, yeah.
If Conor McGregor does step into the cage with Michael Chandler, how do you see it playing out?
So yeah, first when it was first announced, I'm like, yo, Conor's got this all day. But now that I've seen all this recent stuff with Conor and how he's looking, I don't think we're getting the same Irishman that we once got. I think Chandler's gonna be a problem for him. And
Really?
don't get me wrong, Chandler fights like he has like negative 15 IQ, but dude, I don't know. Connor's worrying me.
So do you think it would go to stoppage or you think it would go to points?
It could be a stoppage. He could catch him.
Conor could catch Chandler,
It,
or
it could go either way, honestly. It could. I don't see it going in a decision, but yeah, Connor could crack Chandler like early,
Mhm.
or if the rounds go on, Chandler could crack Connor
That is true because
as he gets fatigued.
Connor is only good for about what, the first two rounds?
First round, maybe the second round.
Yeah, he kind of falls off after that, especially
Yeah,
now after that leg injury.
yeah, and
Like,
he's gonna be heavier. It's supposed to be like 170 or something like that.
why
That
is
would
that?
have we because dude, he's like Jack now or whatever, he's way more. He's a lot bigger than what he once was. I doubt he's gonna cut to 155.
But thing is, Connor
Um,
is not naturally walking around at 170. Connor
I
is a
think he
very
is.
small man. How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking? You're 5'8", right?
No, I'm 5'6".
5'6". Aren't no
Yeah.
Conor McGregor is 5'6" or 5'5"?
No, he's like 5'9", 5'10".
No, he's not. I'm 5'10". I know that I tower over Conor McGregor.
You can look it up.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay, Google. How tall is Conor McGregor? 5'9". Thank you. Damn.
Yeah, man.
I
He's
didn't know that.
he's probably walking around like 170, 180.
I could have
I could I
sworn
could I
because
could
I know
bet you money.
he doesn't like to be told. Apparently that's like a very like sensitive topic, but he doesn't like to be told how small he is. Because he's not a very dense guy. He's a very skinny, lean.
Leaner. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
No, he's definitely put on like a little bit of size, especially for the Roadhouse movie. He was probably like taking some of that gear.
have you seen the movie yet?
I just watched it last night.
How was it? I haven't watched it yet.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I
It's,
heard Connor kind of carries the movie.
he what?
I heard he carries the movie.
I would say a little bit. Yeah, he definitely holds his own. Like for his first time acting, he holds his own.
He also mentioned that he wants to continue to pursue acting. Where would you see Connor going from? What would you want to see Connor in next?
It would definitely have to be like action movies like that. Like he's gonna
Mhm.
be probably only casted for action movies. Like only actors are are casted for certain types of movies. You know, like Liam Neeson is only for those like Taken movies and all that, like where he's an ex-military, ex-cop.
Yeah.
So it'd be someone like that.
I remember he talked about in the interview that everyone was actually fucking terrified of him on set whenever they were doing like the fight scenes.
I would be too, man, because he's so used to like actually punching people, then he has to like fake punch people. Like he has to unlearn how to fight, basically.
God, that's fucking. Imagine you're like gonna be in a movie. You're gonna be a famous actor, and your co-host is going to be a fucking actual fighter, and you
Dude,
guys are in
yeah.
a fighting movie. Like, bro, fucking scary.
That's why I like the casting choice of Jake Gyllenhaal. He's one of my favorite actors.
Oh, he's a good actor. He was in Southpaw. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, of course. I've seen that a couple of times.
He's a very good actor, and it's surprising that he's been in multiple. Hasn't he been in one other combat sport movie regarding martial arts?
No, I think this was that second one. He was like a
And he was
mixed
supposed to
martial
be
artist with him.
he was supposed to be actually be playing a real UFC fighter, right? What's the name of
Yeah,
the person?
Elwood Dalton,
And
but
didn't he?
it's not
Go ahead.
based off of anyone though.
I thought it was based off of a real UFC fighter though.
I don't think so. I don't know. I would have to do some research on that.
It's all good. Okay, so next question for you, because I know that this for a lot of UFC fans has been a hot topic. UFC versus PFL. How do you feel about PFL kind of absorbing Bellator, and they absorb someone else, and obviously they have their big heavy hitter now, pun intended, Francis Ngannou.
I think UFC is still definitely like the big dog,
Yeah.
but PFL definitely has some potential. They have some
Mm.
things going for them. I personally don't watch it.
Mm.
Like there's just not enough like people that I'm interested in, and plus I've been so used to UFC for X amount of years. So, but yeah, they definitely have potential. They have a good thing going.
Well, how do you feel that we were moments away or minutes away from getting the biggest fight in the heavyweight division, which was John Jones versus Francis Ngannou?
Dang, they really fumbled with that one.
Uh huh.
I really would have liked to see that. I think John Jones would have won, honestly.
People say they're not really interested. I've heard otherwise. I've heard people say they're not interested in that fight because John Jones would absolutely obliterate Ngannou.
And still, man, that would do a lot of money, I think.
Would you have? So you're saying because is it because you're a John Jones fan, or you genuinely believe that John Jones would actually annihilate Ngannou?
I genuinely believe that because his skill set is just he has way more weapons than Ngannou. Way
You're
more weapons.
right, but Ngannou has one thing, and
That power, that raw power.
that's the thing, man. Kind of like how you are. You're that I'm a fucking bang. Ngannou can fucking bang.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Jones
John.
can't.
Yeah, John Jones though, like he's very slick and he's very evasive. He's very good at like not taking like big hits.
Hmm.
So that's why I think it would have went his way. Like he just has way more weapons. He's agile.
Do you think it would go to a knockout or a submission, or do you think it would just go to points?
I would I would say John Jones by submission. If I had to make an actual prediction, I would put
Uh huh.
John Jones by submission.
Really?
Or
Do you think?
like a ground and pound finish or something like that.
I beg to differ, man. I think John Jones is way past his prime, and I think he's in a weight class that he realistically can't
Oh, so
succeed
now
in.
we're talking. Now we're talking like now. Now we're talking now. Like
Yeah, I'm talking about now.
now, it's a little more dodgy. Like I'm not as confident. I thought we were talking about like back when those talks were happening like 2 or 3 years ago.
He's dodging
But
Tom
like,
Aspinall.
yeah, he is dodging Tom Aspinall.
I think if the fact that he's dodging Tom Aspinall, I think that he knows that he has a chink in his armor, and certain people could take advantage of that. I think Tom
100%.
Aspinall can, and I think Ngannou can.
He's definitely more fearful of Tom Aspinall than Stipe.
Yeah.
He, you know, Tom is a young, hungry buck, had a lot of power, fast hands.
How old is
But
Tom?
I'm not sure. Maybe like early 30s or late 20s.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And Jones is what, late 30s?
Late 30s, man. The grays are coming out in his beard. The boy
Yeah, bro.
is heavyweight now, has a puffy face. I'm like, that is not my John Jones, dude.
He doesn't look good for a heavyweight either. He has a beer belly, bro.
I thought when he was gonna come to heavyweight, I thought he was gonna be like jacked. Like I saw him like powerlifting and everything.
Looks like a mess. Looks like a mess.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I like Jones. He seems like a very intelligent fighter, but it seems like he physically doesn't care. I don't know.
I don't know what his game plan was. Like just like eat a bunch and like not care about like muscle, but like still keep his techniques and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But
hasn't he only had 2 fights as a heavyweight?
He only has one right now.
One? Who was that again against?
It's Cyril Gane.
That's right. And he annihilated him in that fight, right?
Yeah, it was first round submission. We all waited John Jones' return, and it was like that fight lasted like 40 seconds.
And then now he has the pec tear. That's why that fight with Stipe hasn't happened.
John Jones might be that chink in armor.
Yeah.
The pec tear.
Do you think so? When John Jones returns, he only has 2 fights left on his contract as well?
I'm not too sure. Maybe something of the sort. He's definitely not getting younger though. So if anything, just time is on his hands.
Do you think then we'll ever get the John Jones versus Ngannou fight? Because they're around the same age. They're both around like 38, 37, 39, around that.
I don't think so, dude. But anything could happen. Money drives a lot of people, a lot of things. So I just personally don't see it happening.
Fair. Out of all the people that we've talked about, are any of those people your favorite? Would you say that John Jones is your favorite? Connor's your favorite? Do you have a favorite
John Jones, fighter? Yeah. Connor's definitely in my top, 5. Jorge Masvidal is one of my favorite fighters. They're all retired. Oh no, sorry. Connor's technically not retired, and Jones isn't. But they're not in their prime right now. So I guess my current fighter that's active right now is Chito Vera.
What weight class is he?
He's 135.
135. Chito Vera. I feel like I've heard that name before. I'll be honest, I'm not very familiar with him. Chito Vera, you said?
Yeah.
Hold on.
He just main evented here in Miami like a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, didn't he?
Against Sean O'Malley.
Oh, yeah, he lost to Sean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, Sean is an animal. Sean also lives here in Miami, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of UFC fighters are from Miami.
He lives in Phoenix.
He lives in Phoenix?
Yeah.
So what was that photo of him wearing the pink underwear for? The pink
that was
MMA
just a request of his. He wanted pink fight kit. So he was, I guess, showing it off.
Okay. I could have sworn that he was born here. Because I know that Jorge Masvidal, he grew up here.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Kimbo Slice also?
I never ran into him, bro. Like I'm over here trying to run into him around the streets of Miami. Never catch a dude.
He still lives in this area. That's the funny part. He still lives in Miami.
That's the funny part. I could never see him, man.
God damn, bro. He's probably in like the really rich part, like the gated area
That's
of Miami.
What I'm thinking, man. He's like in the deep heart, I don't venture that far out.
Do you think UFC fighters have bodyguards? Like when they go out? Like
that's a good question, dude. I wouldn't think so.
Huh.
I don't think I've seen any
because think about it like this. Like what about someone like you is like, oh, I'm gonna go up and go fight this guy. And like let's say you actually do beat the shit out of him in public. It's like, yeah, good for you, but now it looks bad on him.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone with a bodyguard or any UFC fighter with a bodyguard.
Huh. Interesting.
Could be wrong.
Now, let me say something that might be offensive to you. Hopefully not. But now, after looking at you for a little bit, you've definitely grown up. You've gone wider. You've grown out the hair a little bit. You've grown out the beard. I respect it. You kind of look like Dylan Dennis.
Oh, Jesus. That is an insult. That is an insult.
You look like Dylan Dennis, bro. My bad.
I haven't gotten that. I haven't gotten that before. But dude, no, that guy's a joke. Like I never want to see him in any type of combat scene again.
I know that Dana said that he's never going to put him in the UFC.
Good as he should, man. That dude is an embarrassment.
What's so bad about Dylan Dennis though? Like I know that he fought Logan Paul. I know he was disrespectful regarding
Did you
Logan Paul's
watch
wife.
that? Did you watch that event,
I
sir?
I did watch it, and obviously I know that that was an embarrassment to boxing. But Dylan Dennis isn't a boxer; he's a grappler.
And therefore, he shouldn't be stepping in the boxing ring.
But I'm okay. All right, wait. Pause. You wouldn't say you're a boxer, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, but let me ask you, if I offered you, let's say I blew up, let's say I became a big influencer, I had millions and millions and millions of followers, and I said, for my fights, I want to fight Gianni. I want him to put on the gloves, 10-ounce gloves, and box me. No kicking, no grappling, no submissions. I want him to box me. You're going to get paid well over $1 million. Are you going to take that?
Okay. Yes, of course. Now listen, hear me out. That I would take it, but I would actually box. Like I would try to box you, whether my technique is bad or good, and I get knocked out, I win. I'm gonna actually try to box you. I'm not gonna just back up, and then lay down on the ground. Like what was that? That was atrocious. I get he got paid and all that, but
he's a troll. He's a troll. Okay,
He's a troll.
So think about it like this, right? If let's say he would have actually boxed Logan,
I really don't think did he throw any punches?
He did throw, and thing is, when he did throw, he did actually land like one good one on Logan, and I was like, damn, okay, all right, cool. I thought like that's when he was gonna like start to open up and actually throw more. But my thing is, well, he actually threw more punches at the actual security after the fight happened when he tried to like grapple Logan, if you remember that.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw the full fight, but yeah, at the end of the event, he tried to grapple Logan and put him in like a hold. And then, like, security jumped in.
Yep.
And, he actually threw more punches at security. He threw, like, 4 punches. That was more than the entire fight. But
shameful.
He is the type of guy, and you could tell me if I'm wrong, but he's the type of guy that he just likes to troll. And if he would have tried against Logan and lost, then it's, like, a bigger embarrassment. Because then it's the fact that he's a combat expert. He tried, and he lost against an influencer. Compared to if he doesn't try, then everyone can just be like, oh, well, he was trolling. He was fucking around. Yeah, he was an embarrassment, but he was fucking around. He wasn't trying.
Nah, man. I always say, like, you go out on your shield. You don't know. Who cares what other people think?
So you think it would have been more respectful if he would have gone knocked the fuck out by Logan, let's say?
At least he was trying. At least he was trying to, like, box,
But would you say that makes him a better fighter or a worse fighter?
What?
If he would have gone knocked out instead of doing what he did. Let's just say opposite end. He did the worst possible thing and got knocked out.
I mean, it's hard to say. He's like, yeah, he's technically a worse fighter, but like, boxing's not his thing. Like, he's a jiu-jitsu guy, so I can't even really like comment on that. Like, it's kind of like just a knockout's inevitable. Like, he's gonna get knocked out because he's not a boxer.
Yeah,
but at least he tried.
Okay. Interesting. Now, obviously, I said that you look like Dylan Dennis. Something that you don't have that Dylan Dennis does, and I was going to ask you about this. You must really take good care of your ears, man. What's going on with that? You don't have any cauliflower ears.
Oh, I know. That's crazy, man. I know. I never got cauliflower. I got like slight cauliflower like a couple years back. It was just like swollen.
It went away?
But eventually, yeah, it went away.
How?
I don't know. I maybe it wasn't like actual. It was just swollen. Maybe I don't know.
So
it was like at the top.
If I'm not mistaken, how cauliflower ear works? It's essentially when you get the bleeding in your ear, and essentially you get what is it? What do you call it? Blood? Is it blood vessels that essentially swell up in your ear and they just stay and they end up hardening?
Yeah, it's basically just like a bunch of blood that's like stuck there, like from the trauma. And that can come from like doing jiu-jitsu, like, just getting your like ears rubbed up against the gis or against the mat.
Yeah.
Or obviously, when you're training in boxing or Muay Thai, getting hit in the ear.
Well, boxers don't really get cauliflower. I've never met a boxer that has cauliflower ear. I've only met mixed martial artists.
You're right. Yeah. So I think I would have to say a lot of it comes from like the groundwork, the wrestling, jiu-jitsu or overall MMA, like your grappling on the ground, striking, all that.
Mm-hmm. Now, a good question for you, because what a lot of people ask me since I used to box is they would say, "Oh, but like, do you enjoy getting punched in the face?" Now I know that obviously some people are really what do you call it? Really fucking weird, and some people do actually enjoy being hit. Are you one of those people?
I would say, yeah. There's a it got the battery going when I started getting hit.
Uh huh.
I needed a couple hits to start like waking up. Obviously, first things first, you got to learn how to get hit and not like react and overreact and all that. Once
Yeah.
I got comfortable with that, and really like I really did good like staying in the pocket and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was kind of fun to me.
What's the punch that you would say that woke you up and made you realize, okay, this shit hurts?
Good one over the chin will definitely wake you up.
Like an overhand?
Yeah, overhand or just like straight down the pipe, like just getting cracked like right there on the chin, and you just wake up. All right, and now it's go time.
I would say for me, it was definitely like a straight, like right on the nose.
Yeah.
Like just
Oh, the nose sucks too.
yeah, because then you feel dazed. You feel like you're seeing
Yeah.
stars and shit. Like you're
You see
still there,
that
but you're
like
not.
light flash, and then like you're like say a little like flashbang that goes off, and then
You
you
just
ever get
hear
that
a
or no?
ringing. You hear a ringing, and you're like, what the fuck? Huh?
Yeah.
The fuck's going on? So you'd say
Got
it's more
my
of like on the jaw.
yeah.
Mm,
Because I feel that was just like rattles you the most. But
interesting.
definitely like you get punched in the nose, and like start to bleeding immediately, and I heard him a couple times,
Mm.
and not in training or in competition.
Now, something that I've wanted to get into the conversation was obviously we talked about the physical pressure of actually like fighting. What about the mental aspect of it? How have you fought through that? Where did you ever feel like you had like a lot of obstacles to overcome there?
Yeah, yeah, I did, man. Of course, I think everyone who ever like competed like that feels like that.
Mm.
You got the like in competition, you gotta you're worrying about like if you're gonna win or lose. You're worrying about like disappointing your friends, your family that go out to see you and all that. Um, it's a lot of mental stuff, and even the weight cut is a mental battle. Like
Mm-hmm.
dropping that weight is like you got to push through it to try to make your weight.
What weight do you fight at?
But it was at 135 I usually fought at
What do you walk around at right now?
160.
God damn,
Yeah,
big boy, fucking
yeah,
hell. God damn. But I
yeah,
mean, obviously
man.
that's fucking grueling. Cutting fucking 30 pounds.
Yeah, I would I would had to learn. I had to like learn how to cut weight properly. Like the first time I did it to like the last time I did it was a lot better. Like it was a learning process.
Did you ever do the because when people ask me how I cut weight so quickly, people I would always tell people I would do the bass. Did you ever do the hot bass where you do like the crunches and shit?
No, I did saunas. I did a lot of weird stuff, man. I did the sauna suit, and I would just like walk around or run, take a jog.
Mm.
There was one time where I had to like drop weight really quick because like wasn't like I wasn't dropping enough weight as much, so I had to like chew gum and get as much saliva in my mouth and then spit it out into a cup. Chew, 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 spit the saliva. Chew, chew, chew,
Damn.
and yeah,
How much did you lose from that one?
that it dropped me like 2, 3 pounds
God
just doing
damn.
that.
Fucking how much gum did you have in your fucking mouth? Holy shit.
Dude, I just fuck man.
God damn. Would you say training is harder than the actual fight, or would you say the fight is harder than the training?
No, dude, training 100% is definitely harder than the fight.
The fight's kind of like going out and like actually like showing everyone what you got. It's having fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Putting
definitely more
putting
fun.
uh putting what you have together, putting all the pieces together.
Hmm. Now, I feel like something that we all go through when we first get into like a combat sport, or really just a sport in general, is whenever you do it for the first time. Obviously, you talked about. Did you say your first week you got into sparring with the best guy there, or was it your first day?
No, yeah, that first week I would say. on the first day. But
So how was it? Because obviously it's kind of like that moment where you feel like, oh, I don't belong here. I mean, maybe you didn't feel like that, but I definitely, and I've talked to a lot of people felt that way when getting in there or just getting into that gym. They feel, oh, I don't belong here. I don't know what I'm doing. I look to my I look to my right. I look to my left. I see people that are so much better than me doing all of these crazy things, and I'm just here tapping a bag, and I don't even feel like I'm doing it properly.
no, definitely for sure. When I first got there, and I got kicked in the liver.
Mm.
It definitely sucked up for sure, sucked. But like that's what I like. I wanted to do that, so like I wanted to learn. I wanted to get better.
Mm.
There wasn't anything that was going to deter me from getting better and um getting more skilled, more self defense techniques, all that. But
Mm.
there's definitely a fair share of people. I've seen like a lot of people that come and gone through that gym
Mm.
over the 6 years that I was there. There was a lot of people that just they got their ass kicked, whether it was in jiu-jitsu or in Muay Thai or MMA, and
Mm.
I never saw them again. I got my ass kicked a lot in training, but I just didn't give up. I wanted to get better.
I think it comes down to a lot of people, especially when they actually do sparring, because obviously you feel good when you're hitting the heavy bag. You've gone through
Yeah,
it. When you're doing pad work, you're like, oh, I feel like a fucking god right now.
yeah. Stationary targets. You're getting in a flow. Nothing's hitting you back.
Yeah. And then the moment you get into sparring and someone fucking taps you back and you're like, oh.
Oh shit.
It's
Yeah,
like that moment of like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be here. I don't like the fact that you hit me. Like
yeah.
I can't tell you how many people I've actually had people step out of the ring because back when I first started to get good, my bad. Because I didn't get good for probably the first year, I would say. And if you want, we could always, we'll talk about it at the end of the podcast. I have something for you, but, it's the fact of I would say I was that type of guy where I would just beat people into submission the first time like they'd step into the ring for sparring.
Hmm.
And I felt bad because I felt like I was the reason why so many people stopped boxing. Did you ever have that moment when you were like like when you were at your gym?
Like me myself, I wanted to stop, or I had other people to stop because of
You
something I did.
so you had other people stop because of something that you did.
Um, I would say yeah. I think there was a couple of people actually. Yeah, there's. I think I know for sure there was one time where like me and this other kid was sparring,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember like what my power output was. I don't think I was going that hard.
Mm-hmm.
I never tried to go that hard anyways when I was going against my teammates because it's not that's not what it's for. But I just happened to catch him good with a spinning back kick
Oh, oh,
into the stomach.
oh.
Yeah,
God damn.
and I never saw that kid again.
Ah, fuck. Was that his first time or?
I can't remember. That was a couple years back.
Ah, fuck. I'm just thinking about that. That shit sounds like it would hurt.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
I would say it was probably his first like two weeks there, maybe.
What's the best way that you would say that to mentally condition yourself for like a combat sport? Whether it's in the actual like cage or just the training?
Mentally condition yourself.
Because I
Good
feel like for
question.
everyone, it's a lot of mental. It's not physical.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Um, Physical is only like a fraction of it. I feel like a lot of it is mental. I really just think it depends on the person, man. Like if you're tough on the inside, yeah, you can get through it. Like you can get through a lot of that shit that goes on there.
What I would always tell people when it came to boxing, when I actually had people that said I want to be part of the amateur team, I want to actually compete, I want to get in the ring, I want to spar you, I want to spar that guy, I want to spar this guy. I would always tell people, okay, are you prepared to get hit? And they would say, and a lot of people would say, oh, I don't think I'm going to get hit. I'd say, okay, but are you prepared to get hit? Because the thing is, you're going to be in there for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 10 minutes, however long, right? You're going to get hit. It's not about evading the hits. Yeah, you want to evade as much as you can, but you're going to get hit. It's combat sport for a reason.
Mhm.
So I feel like for me, that's what I would always tell people. Would you say that's the same for mixed martial arts, or I mean, would you give any other kind of advice?
Yeah, I would definitely like just be comfortable getting hit. Be
Mm,
comfortable getting be comfortable being uncomfortable right there.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
You know, and actually this is like sort of related, but like you ever get those people like people always say like a lot of people that I meet like
Mm.
when I just started school like not too long ago. Uh, Actually, like back in August,
Oh,
I started back up
congratulations.
school. Thank you. But like a couple of my classmates say like I look like a fighter. I don't know what that means. I don't know how one looks like a fighter,
Mm.
like, unless you have like the visible stuff. But like I didn't have any of that. But people just say I look like a fighter. But a couple of the guys or even like outside of class, people just be like, um, so like they find out you fight, and then they'll ask you, do you think you can whoop me? I'm like, what do you think is gonna happen? What if you're some regular Joe Schmo? Like I think I'm gonna have a pretty good chance.
That's what people don't understand, man. It's like the moment, like
And
it really is true.
I'm not gonna entertain it, bro. Like
Yeah, because you don't want to
I
hurt
don't
them.
know I don't know if people get the impression that I just go around like beating people up for just for the fun of it, which I don't
Yeah.
do. I it's only obviously in self defense circumstances or like if someone's in trouble, I need to help them, this or that.
Have you had that moment yet?
I have not. I haven't had to use
Really?
that. Yeah, I don't think so.
Here's a good question for you. I actually had a moment a few years, well, not a few years ago, about like 5 years ago at this point, where I was actually driving to college one day, or driving home from college, it might have been. And keep in mind, I've only done boxing. I remember this one girl was actually getting the shit beat out of her by her boyfriend on the like in the middle of the road, and like this one
Yeah.
girl was screaming like, "Someone help, sir, help!" I got out of my car. I sprinted over. I kneed him in the face. Like I did like a running like sprint and like knee him in the face. That's what I did. And I got back in my car and I left. My knee
You
fucking
didn't even
hurt
use
after.
your boxing moves.
I
Use
didn't
the
even use.
knee.
I just, bro, because I'm like, because what I always tell people is like, when it comes to boxing, it's cool, but realistically, let's be honest. If you and I get into a
Yeah,
street fight,
you're only restricted to one thing. Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna flatline me, bro. You're gonna go
Yeah.
straight for my legs, whether it's kicking or grabbing. You're gonna fucking destroy me.
Yeah.
So I
So
need the
I've always
guy. And my question for you is my knee supposed to hurt after I knee someone, or did I just do it wrong?
you could have done it wrong, but I mean, I would say your knee is stronger than someone's face, but
Yeah.
no, his face is pretty strong too. So
I mean, have you ever kneed anyone in the head?
nah, I don't think
Oh,
so.
well,
Nah.
guess what? Guess what? I'm technically better than you because I need some guy in the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
head.
yep. You had to knee someone in the face. You did
Oh,
a drive by knee,
a drive-by knee, bro. Holy
as the boy
shit.
said. Knee, and then I'm out.
It was really fucking wild, bro. I think I was like legitimately like crazy at that point because I didn't even say like, "Oh, are you okay?" to the girl afterwards. I just got in my car and left. I was like, "You know what?
No,
Guy's
dude.
out cold. She's fine."
Thankfully, I haven't had any incidents like that.
Have I feel like as a man, we all want that situation though, where you want to be
Of course,
superhero.
dude. I always want someone to break into my house and we have a reason to, you know,
Come on, say it.
use a stand your ground law.
Okay, do you own a gun? Let me ask you that.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Would you use
Shoot,
it if someone breaks into your house?
dude. They get half of a chance, not even a full chance. They get half of a chance to clear it. If they don't clear it, sorry,
Do,
hasta la
do,
vista.
do you know about that rule? So there's apparently a law. I found this out not too long ago. There is a law apparently where if the person is facing away from you, you cannot legally shoot them. You can't
I've
shoot
heard
them in the
that.
back.
I've heard that. Yeah. I mean, if they're facing away, I probably won't do anything because
Uh huh.
they're not a threat anymore.
Mm.
As soon as you turn your back, you're not a threat.
But I mean, would that rule still stand? Like, okay, let's say your girlfriend is in the living room sleeping, and not to put you in that uncomfortable situation, but like for real, what about if your significant other is sleeping on the couch, let's say, and you come and you see them hovering over your girl, getting ready to do whatever, beat the shit out of her, anything like that. Is it still not okay for you to shoot the shit out of him?
Oh, that guy's dead.
Like, you're blasting him at that point. Is that against the law?
Either blast him, or tear his eyes out, I'm gonna maul him, or whatever the hell. I gotta
You'd fucking
protect.
You'd rip the man's head off.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn.
You know, I might even go the Batman route. I might not kill and then just probably just leave him with like long-lasting injuries. You know, he'll remember not to do it again.
Fucking snap his arm in half.
Yeah.
Ooh, that raises a good question. So I've asked about your
potato.
injuries. What about injuries you've caused to other people? What's the worst injury you've caused?
I haven't. I don't think I have. Like I said, I never tried to like hurt any of my teammates in practice. I didn't. I don't think I've injured anyone in competition. There is only like this one time where I was trying out this kick where you like it's kind of like the one that John Jones does, the oblique kick, where he kind of aims above the knee and like hyperextends it.
Yeah.
I was trying it out, which I still use it now. Like now that I kind of got the technique down, but I tried it out. I think I landed it good. My teammate wasn't expecting it, so it landed on his knee and it ended up putting it on my shelf for like 2 weeks.
Ooh, fuck. Got him right in the
obliques,
you said?
Like, yeah. Like not in the oblique, like above his knee.
Oh, above his knee. Oh my fucking God,
yeah,
bro.
So like hyperextended him, and he came back. He's like, yeah, man, don't try this shit.
Fuck, man.
He was cool about it. You know, shit happens.
So, obviously, when we talk about training and we talk about actually getting into a cage and fighting, there's a huge difference. Would you say it's more humbling in training, or would you say it's more humbling in the actual sport when you have people watching you? Not your teammates, but actual people, like the other person's family, your family.
Definitely when you're out there in the cage and there's your friends, family watching, it's definitely more humbling. But either way, you know they're gonna support you either way. Like they're there for you no matter what.
Have you ever lost?
Yeah. My first one I lost. The next one I won, and then the second one I lost by decision.
How many fights have you had? Just 3?
3, yeah.
So wait,
3, and then I had like 3 like cage fights, and then I had like multiple like tournament fights.
Okay, but that's more still like okay. Are the cage fights like actual pro fights, or those still amateurs?
They're still amateur.
Really?
You don't get paid for nothing. Yeah.
I thought those would be pro.
Yeah, you would think, right?
Yeah, I could have sworn that you did pro.
Because you're doing the same thing as a pro, so.
Yeah, but you're saying you're wearing your shin pads.
Yeah, you wear your shin pads in the amateur ones.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know in boxing you wear head guards, but I mean that's really about it. In pro,
I don't even like the head guards, dude. I'm so glad we didn't have to wear the head guards in the cage.
It's so weird because when you get punched hard enough, like the head guard turns and they still expect you to fight, and like you can only really see out of like one eye.
Like readjust and
and like they're hitting you at that point, and you're like, bro, can you give me a fucking second?
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you, man, how was it for you? Because obviously, I feel like definitely MMA amateurs, I feel like is a lot different compared to boxing amateurs. Boxing amateurs is because boxing has been around for so fucking long at this point. It's been around since probably like the 1700s. Obviously, it's very uniform in the sense of like you go ahead, you sign up, you get registered, you go through this whole entire process, you get red or blue gloves, so on and so forth, right? How does it work for MMA, like actually saying, I want to do fucking amateurs?
Like the process is mostly the same, but in terms of like, I don't know, just I would say that the process is more or less the same.
Where do the events usually happen though? Do they happen like another gym, or do they happen like a
No, they
school?
weirdly they happen like in like nightclubs, bro, like in bars. Just, I mean, I guess like it's a good location, but like it's at the same time it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I
But
was gonna say
yeah,
like that sounds like a night
usually
like a good.
the one I go to is like in downtown Fort Lauderdale. The ones I competed in, it was one of them was American Revolution, I think it's called,
Okay.
and then the other one was, and the other two was in Sway nightclub.
Sweet nightclub. Okay. Okay. So wait, these were just bars. These weren't strip clubs, right?
No, no, they weren't strip clubs. They
Okay.
were like
Okay.
like nightclubs,
Because
bars.
I don't know why. I just imagine like them like fucking removing the pole from the center of the fucking area, them setting
Nah,
up a
nah, none
fucking
of that.
cage. Fuck. Ooh. Is how was it your first time getting in the cage and actually like doing amateurs?
Dude, my first time in the cage was definitely I bit off more than I can chew. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
I actually accepted that fight without my coach's permission because I wanted to fight that bad.
Yeah.
So I kind of like I technically took that fight on short notice. And then like I told my coach like, hey man, I accepted this fight. He's like, you did what? So we had to like get on the ball. Like I was already training, but like not like a like not for a fight.
Yeah.
I was just training. And but anyways, that first time, dude, like I had a massive, massive, massive adrenaline dump. It was very surreal. I had fun.
Mm.
I had fun for sure. That guy that I fought that night, he was levels above me. Like he was clearly a better fighter. Um, I do think the fight was stopped a little like prematurely. He ended up like kicking me in the head. I got a flash knockdown, and I
Mm.
stood right back up. And the ref was
Ooh.
asking me if I was good, and I was very coherent. I said yes, I was understanding what he was saying, and then he like backed us up, and then he stopped the fight,
What?
and then
What?
yeah,
Was it because you
I
were stumbling? Were you stumbling a little
I,
bit?
I wasn't stumbling. I watched it back. I wasn't stumbling.
Is it on YouTube for us to watch?
I don't think it's on YouTube. I saw it like on a replay like on their page like when they had it like on their story or whatever.
Okay. Okay. Damn. Would you ever get back in?
Yeah, I would if dude, if I could find a gym that's like not as expensive, I would. I wouldn't getting back to that mode. But I definitely right now though, like in my current point in life, I had to like kind of put that on the back seat anyways.
Mm.
I can't like that that requires like 100% of your
Your
time
time.
and dedication. And what I'm into like right now, like it would have to be on the like back seat and like I wouldn't be able to be as successful.
Well, tell me if I'm not mistaken. So obviously, I know that you haven't done that in a little bit. You're mostly focused now on like actual just strength training. If I'm not mistaken, I actually saw that you were posting like advice on how to get like stronger and bigger at the gym. If I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I mean that was like
A
that was
couple
like maybe
years
a year.
ago.
Yeah, a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
but I saw that you were doing that compared to actually like fucking fighting and shit.
Yeah. Well, I was doing it at the same time, but yeah, I went the personal trainer route
Mm.
like a couple years back. This I was still competing and training and all that at the time. But yeah, I got like pretty into the gym, like weightlifting and all that.
Mm.
So yeah, that explains all the advice and all those posts.
So what about? So you said that you're going to college again. What are you going to college for now?
So right now I'm in technical school,
Okay.
going for air conditioning.
Really? For HVAC?
Yeah, yeah, for HVAC.
Oh, okay. How long? Well, no, my bad. You said you've been studying since August. What made you decide HVAC?
Um, dude, a lot of things have happened in the last couple of years that like a lot of changes happened in my life in the last couple of years, dude. So I'm gonna rewind just a tad.
Go for it.
I was personal training. I was making pretty good money, and then until I wasn't.
Mm.
And as you know, that job requires like sales, and you requires other people. You depend on other people basically for your income, like your clients
Yeah.
for income. So like once I hit a wall and I wasn't like to generate what I once had, like it just went down from there. Like I wasn't able to just keep up, and like I wasn't able to sign any as much clients as I wanted to. So I ended up leaving that gym. I went to a different gym that I thought would be a better fit. Um, and it had more like of like the kickboxing stuff and mixed martial arts stuff. It was another commercial gym though, and then I realized it was the same thing all over again. And on top of that, like I was getting paid nothing to be there all day. Like my paycheck for the first 2 weeks was like $200.
Oh,
So
oh, that's
and
nothing.
yeah, dude. And at this time, like, and for like a little while now, at this time, like I was like not in the right mindset. Like I was burnt out. I was like slightly like depressed, like because like I just was. I feel like I wasn't anything. Like I would compare myself to a lot of people on the internet, like on social media, like they're like where they're at in life and like where I'm at, like I'm not doing well. So that
Yeah.
would just like push me down even more. But I lasted at that gym like probably a month. I'm like, bro, like I'm not doing this. And funny enough, like I was doing Instacart at the time, at the same time too. So like Instacart was paying me more at the time than at that gym.
Like
So
actually
I
like
just,
picking up the food and like picking up
dude,
the
I'm
groceries and
telling you, I was
delivering
in a
it.
bad point in my life. Like I had to like make ends meet.
Damn.
Um,
I'm
I
sorry about
was,
that.
nah, you're good. Um, I was doing Instacart, and then I kind of did that full time. Like I just quit that gym. I was like, I'm over this. Like I'm over these sales. I'm over this bullshit. Um, Working off a commission. Like I hate that shit. I still like personal training. I'll do it on the side. Like I have my
Mhm.
own space in my garage. I could train clients. Like that's the only time I'll do that. I'm never going back to a commercial gym.
Oh, so you have your own, you've made your own gym now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great.
We set it up like over the last 2 years. Like it's all got
Good shit.
the bench press, treadmill, couple free weights, dumbbells.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was doing Instacart, and then my mom was able to like get me a job at her job last May. So I'm still kind of working her now.
What does she do? Or
Uh,
what's the job title that you do now?
I don't even know. I'm like admin stuff, like office admin.
Oh, okay, okay. So you kind of like
Yeah,
gather like materials for the office, like
yeah.
paper,
Like
office supplies.
not even. I get to work from home, which is even better.
Oh, that. Oh my
Yeah,
God, you lucky son of a
yeah.
bitch!
So
Holy
I go to
shit.
school and then I get to home. I get to come home and work. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Yo, that's fucking sick, bro.
Yeah, not complaining. Now I'm in a good space.
Yeah.
But leading back to your question though, what I started when I just said it on HVAC is because I'm like, yeah, I have a job now, like, but it's not like what I want to do. Like I don't see myself staying in her job like the rest of my life. I'm like,
Hmm.
I gotta try something else.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I look at technical schools and I see like construction, um, electricians, all that. I'm not a hands-on guy. Like I've never like I don't like build shit and all that, but I've always wanted to learn how to do that.
Hmm.
Like it's probably like in my blood. Like my grandfather was a mechanic, and my dad is pretty like hands-on, I guess. I've done a couple like projects with him, but I'm not like super like hands-on. So I definitely wanted to get that under my belt.
I was gonna
So
definitely say. Oh, my bad, my bad. I thought you were done there.
no,
Go ahead.
yeah, no, real quick. I just decided on HVAC because I thought just the most lucrative.
Uh
I
huh.
thought it was very interesting to learn how that stuff works,
Hmm.
and plus it's a good business to get into.
Hmm. I was gonna say because I know if I recall correctly, you actually used to work on some cars as like a project. Was that what you were doing with your dad?
No, no. I mean, like a couple of times I'll just like change the oil and stuff like that, but like not nothing like that.
You own a Dodge, right? A Dodge Challenger or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My dad lives in Texas though.
Oh, I could have sworn because I remember like way back when I started the podcast, and I was trying to find people to bring on eventually. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. You do like mixed martial, like I knew that you did mixed martial arts, but I was also like, oh, you actually like work on cars and shit. I thought that you would have eventually gone down that route. So that's awesome that you're going down HVAC. I mean, I would assume that pays a lot more.
Yeah, dude. Especially like places like Florida, places like Texas, stuff like that.
Are you gonna move to Texas? You thinking?
I'm thinking about it, man. Thinking about it.
What part of Texas are you thinking of? Houston?
Yeah.
I could tell you
That's
look
where I
like
was
a
born
Houston
at.
guy.
Oh,
you were born in Houston.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I'm kind of surprised you didn't come on here with a cowboy hat, bro.
Oh, I have it. It's in my closet, man.
I mean, if you want to put her on, bro, that could be for the
Yeah,
thumbnail.
I'll bring it out, bro. I'll bring out the.
For all the audio listeners, Buddy is gonna go grab his fucking cowboy hat. He's gonna put that bitch on, and he's gonna go fucking say, "Yeah." He's about to be a fucking. Boots, but... Oh shit! Oh god, bro. Yo.
For the remainder, I don't know how much time we got left, but
I like it. I fuck with the cowboy hat. It definitely suits you.
You can pull it off. It's a good thing going, bro. Confidence.
Honestly, you definitely seem like the type of guy that would want to challenge a bull. Like you'd want to fucking take it down to the ground.
I don't know about that, but I always joke about like fighting a grizzly bear with my bare hands, but I don't think I'll fucking win.
Who did that? Wasn't that Khabib?
He used to like wrestle like baby brown bears. I don't even know how he got that close. He got the mama grizzly not fucking him up, but
they had to have killed the mama grizzly. I'm assuming
some shit. Maybe I don't know.
Those motherfuckers are hard to kill,
dude. Yeah.
Fuck, bro. I don't know if you've ever gone hunting. I don't know if you've ever seen a grizzly bear. Those motherfuckers are massive.
I wanna go to like Yellowstone or something like eventually like down the line and like hopefully like see something like that.
Mm-hmm. God damn, bro. So wait. Okay, so back on topic. So you said that you're getting into HVAC. How many more years do you have left? Because it's only 2 years, right?
It's a 1 year program.
1 year So you're almost done.
Dude, yep. It went by like this, bro. Like I started in August and it just flew by, bro.
So what's the plan for you? When you graduate that, are you going to go work for an HVAC company and then eventually try to start your own business?
Honestly, right now, I'm thinking about going the union route.
Okay. You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, so the union basically it entails, continuing your education, like continuing, education, like for 5 more years, but you're only going to school 2 days out of the week, and then you're working the rest of the days of the week. But they pay you to go to school, like to train on site and all that, and then they obviously pay you when you work.
Oh, that's fucking
so
great.
You do that for 5 years. The first year you start with like X amount of money, like an X amount of salary, and then the next year it goes up. Like you're guaranteed it goes up. You don't have to ask for it, nothing like that. Then the next year it goes up. The year after that it goes up, and then the last year,
So do you mind, if you don't mind me asking then, so is the starting wage extremely low where it's kind of unaffordable to live?
So that depends which route you go. If you were to go like residential, like working at like people's like houses and all that, like a company that does residential. Yeah. I heard they start you out like at like $14 or $15 an hour. That's obviously you cannot live off of that, especially
not anymore
here in Florida. No. So I'm hoping that's like old news. Like I hope they like raise their wage. If not, like obviously I'm not gonna go do that. But other places I've heard, they start you at like 18 if you go like like a commercial route, like businesses that do a commercial, like working at restaurants and malls and stores and stuff like that, working on their units over there.
Yeah.
Start you like at $18-$20. Other places,
that's definitely better. That's a lot better.
Yeah. I'm aiming for like, at least like $20-$21 an hour to start. Like that's the goal.
Is that more than you're making at your mom's job, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah. Right now I'm only making like 18. It's still like better than nothing, obviously.
That's good, especially for a remote position.
Yeah, for what I'm doing. What I'm telling you, it's like mindless work. Like I feel like it's almost criminal that I'm getting $18 an hour.
You want to get me a job, bro? When you graduate, tell your mom, yo, mom, I got a fucking replacement for you. I got a friend. I'll fucking do it for $18 an hour. I don't give a shit.
The funny thing is, bro, it started off as just like a small project that they needed us for. Like
Mm.
they hired me and my brother because we were
Okay.
both unemployed at the time. And then like they just ended up finding more work for us, and it lasted all the way till now. So we started in May of
Mm.
last year, and we're here now. Like it was only supposed to last till like July or something of that year of last year,
God damn. Fucking
like
lucky,
August
man.
max.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
great.
lucky.
Yeah. God
So
damn.
I'm milking it, bro. I'm milking it till there's
As
no
you
more milk.
should. Do you have a whole lot of upkeep? Like, do you live at home with your parents still, or?
Yeah, I still live with my mom. Dude, if I was on my own right now, I'd be fucking homeless.
You know, bro, that's actually another thing, man. It's like I was actually I've been talking about this a lot recently about like how tough the economy is. And I remember, so thing is you could actually read articles of back in the 90s. I believe the average age to move out of a house was around actually our age, anywhere between like 25 to around 28 years old. Do you know the average age to move out of a house now?
Dude, it's gotta be somewhere like what, 30, 35?
It's actually anywhere between 31 to 35 years old.
Yeah,
And it's only going up
it's
and
only
up.
going up, bro.
It's fucking wild. They are really serious. I don't know if you ever heard that term of like, in the future, you will own nothing and you will like it. I don't know if you ever heard that term.
I don't no, I don't think so, but like, bro,
It's,
this is ridiculous.
it is. Especially
The
here in
the
Florida, man.
housing and Florida, yeah, that's why, and that's another reason why I'm like looking to get out because like everything's just so expensive here. Like I'm just gonna be working to how you call it, like working to pay or whatever.
Yeah, you're going to be living paycheck to paycheck essentially down here, man. Like
Hmm.
it's fucked. You'll be
And dude,
working
like
till the
I
day you
feel like
die.
I even living with my mom now, I still feel like I live like paycheck to paycheck.
Facts,
You know,
bro. It's fucking tough out here, man. Fucking
thankfully,
hell.
my mom is a saint and hasn't, she doesn't charge me anything to stay here, so I can't complain.
I mean, look
But
at you, bro.
eventually, of course, I would like to move out on my own.
Mhm. I mean, that's a goal for a lot of people, man. A lot of people, their biggest end game goal is to just own property. But
Of
it's so
course,
tough out here, man, because owning property now is essentially just like, it's just a business. It's not even, you can't buy a property and just be happy with it. You got to look at it like it's an investment and like you're going to resell it and you're going to do this and you're going to do, it's like, bro,
yep,
it's fucked. It really is.
very easy, man. So
But
yeah, I've been looking around for
mm,
my plans after school.
I was actually going to ask you. So we are getting ready to end the podcast. I want to ask you, what is next for you? What happens next with Gianni?
My next move is
Mm,
going to join a union, most likely.
mm,
A couple like commercial places came to like talk to us, but I really like the union route. You're
mm.
guaranteed money, pay increase every year. One of them even said 100K by your fifth year. So I don't know if other unions do that, but like, bro, if I want to maximize my profits in the shortest amount of time possible
Of course.
while I can, while I'm still young, um, I still have time on my side.
Mm,
That's definitely looking like the move, going the union route. They have a lot of benefits. Um, I've been looking at a couple in Houston area. So I found a couple. I'm gonna be looking to contact them within the next month or so as I start
mm,
wrapping up school.
mm.
And that's what it's looking like, man.
I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you, especially going from unemployed to potentially within the next few years making $100,000 a year.
Hey, don't, dude, like the school almost felt like I know
Mm,
it's not the case, but it felt like a last ditch effort for me because like I didn't know what else to do after like the personal training. I felt I was like in such a like down spot in my life.
mm.
I didn't. No one knew, but I didn't like my own girlfriend didn't know about it. I just kept it all like bottled up to myself. But like I just felt like I didn't. I felt like so like meaningless. I needed to like do something with my life. And I'm like, bro, like, I gotta do
Mm,
something. I can't go out like this.
mm.
Not like go
Well,
out like like not like that, but like like I need to do
yeah.
something in my life.
Well, let's make a deal, you and I. Let's make it right here. if my podcast ends up blowing up eventually, way down the line, and I become a big influencer, you know about the big influencer boxing events, right? Mm-hmm. Let's hop on a card. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight an actual fighter, and you'll take a you'll fight. You'll fight real hard, right? Right? Yeah, and I'll end up knocking you out, but you'll end up making a bunch of money off of it. Well over.
Listen, bro, I've always said that if it gets me a guaranteed bag, I'll take that dive.
I was gonna say, like, would you actually take a dive? Like, if I said, yo, would you actually fight me? Like, professional, like high level professional.
If I don't have some sort of like legacy, like if I'm not like this, like GOAT already, like I don't really care. I'll take the dive.
Fuck it. It's like, bro, am I getting paid? Am I getting a bag?
Am I getting the bag? Hell yeah.
Shit. Actually, what would be the lowest dollar amount you take a dive for? If I offered you $5,000 right now, would you take a dive?
It would have to be like at least like I need $100,000 guaranteed.
So you're telling me if I came to you right now and I was like, yo, Gianni, like legit, like let's have a boxing match. We're gonna stream it. I'm gonna knock you out, $50,000. You'd say no? You'd say no, it needs to be 100.
Because $50,000, like, yeah, that's good, but that could deplete like this. Like $100,000 would, like, I could last a little longer. You know, a humiliation on top of that for $50,000, like, ah.
So if I said 75, you still wouldn't do it. Bare minimum 100.
Bare minimum 100, bro.
I can respect that.
That guarantees me to leave the state. Everyone can forget about me. I'll change my identity.
That is true. Now, last thing I want to say here, Gianni. So obviously you do combat sports. I used to do combat sports. What I would like to eventually do, especially after this episode drops, if you're down for it, man, I would like to organize like a little, just like not spar, but I just want you to teach me because I've never actually properly learned how to, do kicks, kind of like do jujitsu. I've talked about it prior on the podcast. Would you be down to actually do that?
Dude, yeah, man. You can man. You can actually come over to my house and I gotta clean out my garage a little bit. It's like all cluttered with like we were like ordering new shit and everything, so like it's all cluttered. When I clear it out, like I could have you come by. I will like move the equipment and we can have a space to do some techniques.
As tough as I think I am, and as much as I want to say, yo, we should do a sparring sesh, I know for a fact if push comes to shove, you are going to annihilate the shit out of me, my friend.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I had to do it, bro. I had to do it. I can't let it box you.
I wouldn't even be mad. I think if wholeheartedly you and I had a sparring session of like boxing, I feel like if I were to start like just out jabbing you, I feel like you would just get fucking heated and just kick me or tackle me, bro. It's okay to say you would. It's okay. Would you?
Yeah, probably.
Fair enough. But Gianni, with that being said, it has been a pleasure having you on. Now, I do have to ask one final question. Have you finished your soda?
No, I'm about halfway done.
So, it is tradition. As I do my closing speech, you do have to chug the rest of the soda. So, are you ready?
Yeah. Let me, yeah. All right.
Whenever you're ready, my friend.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, if you guys did enjoy, if you want to check out Gianni, if you want to find him outside of this podcast, you can find him on Instagram.com/Gianni, Gianni.
Shit.
Thank you for that one.
Sorry.
Domenico. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Domenico?
Domenico.
Domenico.
It's all good, man. Don't worry.
So, it's underscore Gianni Domenico. It's GianniDomenico. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is there anywhere else you want people to find you, my friend?
No, I don't really use anything else like that.
Fair enough. Any other closing statements from you, my friend?
Let's see. Guys, I always say, just never give up in whatever you're doing. And then Mikey, thanks for having me. This was awesome. Good catching up with you.
Of course, of course. Everyone, with that being said, if you did enjoy, make sure you drop a subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Drop a 5-star review if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast. Leave a drop a thumbs up, and hey, let us know, what is it like inside the mindset of an actual combat fighter? Can Gianni beat my ass? Can he beat your ass? If you were to come up to him in the street, do you think that you could take him in a fight? Does he look good with a cowboy hat on? Let us know in the comments down below.
Don't be lying, y'all.
But with that being said, for now, have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night. Stay safe. Peace.
Peace.